This week, Trinidad and Tobago's Nicholas Pooran was named West Indies vice-captain for the limited overs leg of the New Zealand tour. The news came close on the heels of the announcement that the 25-year-old had signed for the Melbourne Stars in the Big Bash League. Pooran has had a stellar 2020 with fine performances for the Guyana Amazon Warriors in the CPL, the Kings 11 Punjab in the IPL and with the West Indies T20 team. However, Pooran's dizzying rise came after a dramatic fall, and it was a chance encounter at the Queen's Park Oval that changed his life. 5 years ago, Pooran's career was on the brink when he got into a serious car accident which left him with injuries to both legs. A year later, Pooran was back on the field, this time with the Trinidad and Tobago youth team. He did not make the first 11 on the day for the game at the Queen's Park Oval. On that day, Pooran made the decision to join the Queen's Park Cricket Club. The club's head coach, David Furlonge, remembers the day.
Yeah, well, he came here in 2016. Gus Logie is the one who actually brought him here with a Trinidad team. They were playing a practice match against Trinidad. And when he arrived, the selectors informed Logie that he was not included in the Trinidad team. So Logie asked me if I would allow him to play with Queen's Park, so which we did allow him to play. And after that game, he was part of our team for that entire game. And after the game, he came and asked if he could be part of the club. And of course, we said yes.
Furlonge had seen Pooran's talent before he joined the club. Pooran would train at the Queen's Park in the run-up to the annual Caribbean Premier League tournament. Furlonge said Pooran always showed a disciplined approach to the game.
We allow the Queen's Park group then to take a charge of the wicket outside there to practice, and they invite players. So he would have wanted to be the players invited to join them to practice, even though he's not a member of the club. So the discipline and so it was easy to say yes.
Pooran was far from the finished product when he came to Queen's Park. Furlonge said Pooran already had all the shots of a top batsman, and they set about grooming his mind, as he put it. He explained what the coaching staff did.
Disciplining the nets. At times, you select what shots you want players to play in nets, so it's a sort of grooming them, what you want them to do in nets. It's not a matter, they come to the nets with a plan in mind of what you want to do. You're not just coming for a practice session on an afternoon. You come with a plan of what you want to do, and when you leave the session, you must be satisfied with what you succeeded in what you came to do.
Adjustments had to be made to Pooran's game, a process that may be difficult for some players. However, Furlonge says Pooran coped very well and called the youngster a coach's dream.
He had the hunger. He knew what he wanted to do. He knew where he wanted to go. And so, as I say, it's a coach's dream to have a player like that. You don't find many like that. That you find some that will push back before you get the better of them. But he was never a player, like that.
David Furlonge believes that the sky is the limit for Nicholas Pooran. He sees a place for him playing a dynamic role in the West Indies Test team in the not-too-distant future. Vidia Ramphal, TTT Sports.